everybody. Today we are going to start the Christmas holiday picture I said I was going to do. We are going to be working on a 12 by 12 wooden board, and I think it would be a good thing to use for a Christmas painting that'll be taken down, or a holiday painting that'll be taken down at the end of the holidays. I believe it'll probably hold up a little bit better. It's going to be a multimedia painting, but it is going to be with pours. It's going to have some texture to it, and we're going to be making some stencils with masking tape as well. So we're going to have a basic layout, and this is just a regular piece of printer paper. This is all stuff you can find around your home other than the board. If you want to use a canvas, you can use a canvas. It's not a big deal. It all depends on what you have or what you want to use. So feel free to use whatever you have for whatever you can get. So it's just going to be a basic painting, nothing fancy. You're just going to put, this is just a regular mechanical pencil, and just to give you a quick layout of it, it's going to have a little hill there, and it's going to have an intersecting hill, something like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a tree up in this area here, and I'm going to put another tree down in this area here. This is just a quick sketch of my layout. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually lay some masking tape out, and we're going to draw a Christmas tree on masking tape, and then we're going to cut it out, and then we're going to place it on the board. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually draw a couple trees on this blank piece of printer paper. I'm going to make a cup. I'm going to make two trees because that's what we're going to have in the painting. I mean, you're basically drawing a triangle, okay? And as far as, you know, you can put some scallops in it to make it look like a tree, you know, something like that. To give it some tree-like qualities, or you can just leave it a triangle. All depends on what you would like to do. You know, some trees have more aesthetics to them than others. It all depends on what you would want to do. It almost looks like a mouth, but you know, you'll get the gist of the whole situation here. I mean, you could put as many scallops in it as you'd like. Okay, and there we go. Basic Christmas trees, nothing fancy. And then what you're gonna do is I already got some masking tape laid out on my, forgive my dirty table. And we're just gonna cut these guys out. Now we're gonna transfer this to the masking tape. It's just regular painter's tape. This is what I had laying around. One there. One there. Okay. That's the gist of it. Let me cut out these little branches here. And it's just triangles on triangles. Basic shapes, nothing fancy. That little booger doesn't want to come off there. There. I don't know if I picked a good music selection for this, but more here. Voila. One tree. Now, this other one here. Same thing. You can make your trees different. All depends on what your vision is for this painting. And if you cut too far, it'll be okay, because you'll see how it comes out. This is not going to be a quick painting. It's going to take multiple days to finish and complete. You got to give them a little bit of character, but there will be touch up at the end. If we want to give them more character, we can always do that at the end. That is going to be a combination of pouring, painting, laying down some texture. I mean, even if you wanted to, if some people are creative, they can even put lights on the tree, considering it's going to be on a wooden panel. Somebody could hook up some LED lights and stuff like that. And there's all kinds of little kits like that are out if you want to get that creative. All right. There we go. 2 trees. All right. Now I'm going to transfer my trees to the tape. Finally had a pen at work. There we go. Hold it down so it doesn't move. Draw these guys in real quick. There you go. You transferred tree to tape. How exciting. And do the same thing for your second one. I mean, if you want more trees on it, feel free. All depends on what your vision is in your head. Just trying to do something nice, quick and easy with stuff that people actually have in their house. There you go. Pick those guys up, set them off to the side. All right, next thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need a nice sharp knife. I got an X-Acto knife here. Any kind of craft knife would work. It's got a nice sharp blade. I'm gonna cut through this masking tape. Through that like that. Peel out your little branch spaces here. Like that. Underneath the tape, pull her out. Okay. Just like that. No. You lift up masking tape, and you're left with a Christmas tree. Now you get this up off the table. Careful not to tear it anymore. Okay. Like that. Lift her up. If you have any little things, you can just tear them right off. Okay. I have already taken the liberty, and all right, everybody, we are back, and I already took the liberty of sketching out on my wood panel where everything's going to be. It was kind of like the sketch I did. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm using a little Amsterdam sap green, and I mean, you could put it on a palette, but I'm actually showing how to do this with, you know, just basic stuff around the house. And take a nice wide brush. Take your sap green on your brush. And just go over where the trees are going to be. Okay? Something like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint my sides as usual, but I'm going to use the sap green because it's a nice dark color. It's actually a holiday color, and considering it is a wood panel, it does have pores in it, so make sure that you got good coverage in it and stuff, you know. And if you want to get fancy, you can stain your edges or whatever. I appreciate everybody watching my videos. And once again, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Trying to get my channel going. Once this dries, I'll show you how we're going to start putting in some of the groundwork. Look at this one fill, does it? It's the problem with boards. Sometimes you get a nice pit, it just doesn't want to fill. You gotta go over it several times. Alrighty. Step on the sides. Alrighty, we will return once this dries. All right, we're back. The paint is dried. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the cutout trees in that we made. We're going to put this guy down here. The sides down like that. Take this one and put there like that. All right. Now we're going to do sky up here and snowy hills down here. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to start with the lighter color. So that means I'm going to mask this off, and I'm probably going to mask this off a little bit as well. Okay, so that it gives me a little bit of a borderline. So let me go grab some masking tape and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to tape off the sky, because the sky is going to be a much darker color. Making a little bit of a snowy hill here, that's all. Something like that there. And I don't care if this has a little bit of a dam, because I'm actually going to be pouring white. I already pre-taped my sides side is being a little unfriendly. Top A there. And we're just gonna go ahead with our wide painter's tape over this. It's not gonna take a lot of paint to do this. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pour our snow for our snow-covered hill, and going to be using Amsterdam acrylics on this one. We got a little blue pearl mixed with regular titanium white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this to flow out a little bit here for me. Might have needed to put a little bit more paint on. Stretch it out a little bit. This is really not what you want to do. You'll see why I'm doing what I'm doing. I went ahead and tinted my blue pearl and titanium white mixture with a little blue to give this a little bit of contrast. Okay, and we're going to make our little hill line. Sorry about that. Alrighty. I think I'm actually happy with that. So now I gotta let this dry. Okay, the paint has been on here for a little bit, and before it totally dries, we're gonna go ahead and pull some of the tape off. Because if we don't pull the tape off now, it may have bad consequences later. If you don't do it while it's still kind of wet, it's okay if it bleeds over a little bit, but if you do it while it's still... Okay, so I'm going to try this side. You just want to go slow. And pull it back on stuff. That's okay if you have a little bleed through, because we are going to be touching this up. Sometimes you just got to get the right angle which to pull. Before we totally ruin everything. We're gonna make that a manageable piece. We're having issues with our little Christmas tree. And what we're going to do, these little runs, take a little bit of water on a paper towel. I'm just gonna like that. Okay. Now we have to wait for this to fully dry, and then we will do the sky. All right, the painting has dried. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mask off this section here with some tape. So we want to mask off this area here as best as possible. Tape the bend a little bit. Sometimes it's easier said than done sometimes. Tearing. Trying to put bends in tape. Sometimes a thinner tape looks a little bit better than the thicker tape. grab the thick tape. Mask off. You don't want the sky, color of the sky that we're going to put in is going. That little section like that. All right. There we go. Okay, now for the sky, we're going to use a gray, which I mixed up earlier with white, black, and blue. That is going to be a cloudy sky. And we're probably going to put a little bit of white in it, and maybe some of the white and blue mix that we put in the bottom part for our snow. We may put a little bit of that in there. Not exactly sure, but we have it there just in case. Okay, so let's go ahead. This. Let's go ahead. Just for fun games. Let's see what's going to happen here. Bubbles. Let's go ahead. Just a minor. We got a little. There. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow and give it like some clouds. Something like that. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna wait for that to dry. There's air bubbles in here. We're going to wait for this to dry, and then we're going to go ahead and demask everything. So just be patient and hang with me, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we are back, and it's dried. So let's go ahead and start unmasking everything and see how it came out. Some bleeding. A little bit of bleeding. Do some touch up. And I have to do a little bit of touch up. That's to be expected. Let's go ahead and mask our trees here. Hardest part is trying to get an edge started. Once you get up,
bleeding.
let's get this guy up. Oh wow, that really bled through. Well, there you have it. Definitely gonna have do some touch-up. Alright, went ahead and got the sap green out again. And we're just going to go ahead and touch this up a little bit. Give yourself a little paintbrush here. Sometimes it doesn't always go as planned. That's why I have the capability of going through and fixing these little mistakes. Everything is going to come out perfect. I'm sure sometimes you try so hard, and sometimes things just don't always work out the way you intend. Like I said, a little touch up, clean up these edges up a little bit. Would have been nice if the tape would have held down. Wouldn't have any bleeding, but these things happen. This is really bad here. All right, now we got the green touched up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch up the white. Get a little titanium wood out here. Just a little bit of touch up, that's all. Brush here. With. You say everything can be perfect. That's one thing about art is that sometimes best laid out plans or ideas don't come out the way you want every time. So sometimes you just gotta do a little tweaking here and there. Alrighty. So nobody should ever get discouraged, and nobody should ever get really upset about their paintings, because you can always come back and touch things up. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually put snow on the trees, but we have to wait for the touch up to dry a little bit first. So we'll be back and just found another little spot I got to touch up I'm not happy with. Go ahead. That. Alrighty. Okay. Back and look at. Alright. We're back. We're gonna go ahead and try to put some snow on these trees. What's that look? It look like a little cold and wintry day in this little area. All this stuff can be random. There's no pattern. if you look at trees out in the forest in the wintertime, you have snow on the branches and stuff, there really isn't any pattern to how the snow lays on the branches. So it's all in how you perceive it. Well, I think we're done. We're going to let this dry. We're going to take another look at it. And we may add to it. We may call it done. I'm just going to add a little bit here. Because sometimes you'll come back to it and you'll find more things that you may want to add or revise or whatever. That's one of the fun things about art. You never know where it's going to take you. Here's my painting for the holiday season, a nice wintry painting, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. I had fun creating it. There were some mistakes made, and hopefully I showed you how to take care of your mistakes in this little video. And we'll see you next time.